Hi there, my darling Aries. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd. So, my darling Aries, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here and then finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Aries, what messages does Aries need to know for this week of the 22nd? Ooh, Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. Wow, I don't see this one very often, so I love it. Electric Eel Spirit, bring your ideas to life. So, even though we are going into Christmas here and, traditionally it's where everyone slows down and has a break off work, you're being encouraged, my darling Aries, to, bring whatever ideas it is that you've been dreaming about, wishing about, to life, which is lovely. I love this for you. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you. My darling Aries, what does Aries need to know for this week of 22nd of December 2025? Six of Pentacles. These must all be upside down. Yes, they are. No. And the Hanged One. All right. All right, my darling Aries, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start here with the Six of Pentacles, and the Six of Pentacles is all about reciprocity and balance, like giving equal give and take here. You can see the scales of balance here. So, this is a beautiful energy of reciprocity. Have you been giving too much in one area of your life? Have you been taking too much in one area of your life? You're being encouraged here, my darling Aries, to balance those energies, to not give too much to a situation and not take too much to a situation, or from a situation, I should say. So, yeah, I love this because, with that bring your ideas to life card here, you're being, told to put it out there, because what you give out comes back to you. That's the law of attraction. So to be able to, give out, if you give out, say, 6 pentacles, you'll get back 12. That's kind of the law of reciprocity here. So, and this is a beautiful card. It's a beautiful energy, like I said, of give and take. I would just be, what I'm feeling off this, though, is to not give too much to one area more than the other. That's kind of what I'm feeling off here. I mean, it's a lovely energy. I'm not getting anything negative off it, but I just feel that you're being encouraged, my darling Aries, to just equal give and take here. So, we're coming into that holiday season, or we're pretty much there with this holiday season, but, try not to, like I said, try not to overindulge too much in one area and leave yourself drained is kind of what I'm feeling off this Six of Pentacles for you, my darling Aries. And then you have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is all about being spoilt for choice here. You can see he's looking up at these cups here, wondering, which one of these dreams, that they all represent goals, wishes, or dreams. What's in these cups? And you can see he's looking up at those cups. And there are good things and bad things in these cups. So these all represent, what it is that you're wanting, your hopes, your dreams, your fears, things like that. Pay attention. I feel it's important to you, for you this week, to pay attention to your dreams, my darling Aries. Like, what is it that you want to bring down to the physical plane? What is it? What goal, wish, or dream is it that you have been wanting to bring down to the physical plane? it's time to do that, my darling Aries. I feel, because you've got the Hanged One here, I feel that you've been sort of in a holding pattern a little bit, and that you've been wanting to bring forth, you know, your ideas, like that, bring your ideas to life. Here's the card saying, do it, bring it into reality. Choose, you know, what it is that you want to bring into the physical realm. Just choose one and make it happen, my darling Aries. That's what I feel for you off this Seven of Cups here. And that, I mean, they sometimes call this the Dream Maker's Torment too, because, you know, it's the card of being spoiled for choice. You know, do I choose here? Do I choose here? Do I choose here? I think you'll know. So pay attention to your dreams is what I feel to tell you off this, and you'll know. Trust your intuition here as well, my darling Aries. And then you have the Hanged One. So as I was saying, that the Hanged One is all about, you know, gaining knowledge and wisdom, gaining enlightenment. You can see here, she is her head is glowing here. And that represents having been enlightened, my darling Aries. And you can see she is hanging from the tree of knowledge. That is the tree of knowledge. And she has, you know, been there gathering her resources, gaining all the knowledge and wisdom that she needs. And like I said, I feel that you've sort of been in a bit of a holding pattern, my darling Aries. It's time to get off the tree, my darling Aries, and put into practice, bring down to earth what it is that you have been wanting, my darling Aries. Whatever goal, wish, or dream it is, bring it down to earth. And you just heard my phone go off there. So, you know, bring that in, you know, like I feel that is no more waiting for you this week, you know, with your bring your ideas to life. I mean, that's the overarching energy. Bring whatever ideas that you have been, you know, contemplating on, that you have been, you know, sitting on, that you have been waiting for the right time when there isn't one. Just do it, my darling Aries. This, I feel, is the week to get off the tree and implement what it is that you have been wanting to put into practice. So if I'm going to put it all together, and like I probably already have, but, you know, I am going to, you know, give you the overview. But with this, bring your ideas to life. It's very clear here. You've got the Seven of Cups here. You're being asked to make the decision. Which one of these goals, wishes, or dreams do you want to bring down to earth? You've got you've been waiting, you've been thinking about it, you've gained all the knowledge and wisdom. Trust with your intuition as to which one of these you want to bring down to earth, and give equal energy to that goal, wish, or dream, whatever that means to you, my darling Aries. So yeah, I love this for you. This is, you know, beautiful energy. I feel that it is going to be the week where you make that decision on which goal, wish, or dream it is that you really want to go for, and maybe bring into the new year. What is, you know, what is your purpose for 2026? That's what I feel is this is telling you, my darling Aries. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment. You know, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out, and, you know, I would love it. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. But yes. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Aries. Yeah, remain positive, always. You know, whatever, like I said, you know, whatever we think about, we bring about. So if you're thinking negatively, like, oh, this is not going to happen for me, this is not going to work, you're going to get more of that, my darling Aries. So think positively, it's coming for you. Ask your angels, they say. Yes, as I said, go within, you know, trust your intuition here as to which goal, wish, or dream it is that you want to bring into the physical plane. But if you can't make a decision, ask your angels for guidance and listen. Yeah, same. Meditation brings answers. Like I said, meditate on it. Which, you know, go within which one of these goals, wishes, or dreams is going to be the one you bring in to 2026, my darling Aries. Yeah, can't make this up. Perfect timing. It is. This is the week, I feel, that is perfect timing for you, because there's something better. It's coming. This is what you want to bring into. You want to start the new year with positivity, with a purpose, and with knowing which way you want to go my darling Aries. Start as you mean to finish, as they say. So, the energies this week are beautiful, and I feel if you can, just make the decision and put purpose and intention behind it, my darling Aries, you are going to start 2026 off with a bang. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas with your family, friends, whatever that means to you. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my darling Taurus. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of the 22nd of December, 2025. So, my darling Taurus, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Taurus, what messages does Taurus need to know for the week of the 22nd of December? What does Taurus need to know? Turtle Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Yeah. And look, we are winding down, coming in to the new year, my darling Taurus, and I feel that this is just encouraging you to not rush, to not be too hasty in, what it is that you're wanting to bring into 2026. And, I'm feeling this week for a lot of, I've done a few readings already. I feel that a lot of the readings that I've done, a lot of the energy that's around is all about what we're wanting to bring into 2026, what we're wanting to bring into the new year. I do feel that 2026 is going to be a better year for most people. And I'm not saying that 2025 was bad. I have loved 2020. There's been some aspects of 2025 that I've loved. I've met beautiful people. I, have new people that have come into my life that I, could never imagine. So, and I'm grateful for that. So there are bits of 2025 that have, been joy for me. But there's also been some challenges as well. But, I do feel that 2026 is going to be a year of progression, a year of charging forward with goals, wishes and dreams and ideas, and feeling more content is what I feel for you, my darling Taurus. And that's the energy. I'm a Virgo, so I'm the earth energy just like you are. And I feel for the earth signs especially that we are going to feel more content, not necessarily in control, but more content with where things are going, where we're going in 2026, if that makes sense. So, all right, but you're being encouraged just not to rush, to, do what you can do. Slow and steady wins the race, my darling Taurus. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages are coming in for you, my darling Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for this week, the 22nd? All right. Oops. 9 of Cups, love it. The World, and the Lovers. Wow. Lovely. Lovely, lovely energy for you, my darling Taurus. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the 9 of Cups. Now, the 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment. It is, that card of all your heart's desires, basically, my darling Taurus. But it is not a magic wish card. And look, I do hear a lot of readers say that, this is, make a wish, which I do feel, whatever, I feel this is for you, what you've wanted to accomplish in 2025, that this, you could quite possibly, before the end of the year, have your wish fulfillment, get what it is that you're wanting, that you've been, working towards this year, my darling Taurus. And I feel that, if you can get yourself into alignment with what it is that you want, not just go wish, oh, this is what I want, I wish, because when you come from a place of wishing for something, the universe is going to keep allowing you to wish for that. What you need to do is act as if, my darling Taurus, act as if what it is that you've been wishing for or hoping for is already here. Act as if you already have it, my darling Taurus, because what that will do is allow the universe to go, oh, well, she's already, or he or she is already living from that place, so we just make it happen. So that's what I feel for you. I feel that you're going to come into this week with feeling that, if you can get yourself into alignment with what it is you've wanted to accomplish this year, you're going to be taking that with you into 2026, my darling Taurus, which I love. But it's all about getting into alignment with that energy. Because here you've got the world, my darling Taurus. So the world is literally an accomplishment. It is stepping through to, stepping through into a whole new world, my darling Taurus, which I'm loving for you. This is the end of the major arcana here. This is the end of the Fool's journey. We start with the Fool in the major arcana and we end with the world, my darlings Taurus. So what I feel for you is this is what, you've been wanting to accomplish the whole year. Yeah. I feel that slow and steady wins the race is how you have been progressing with things through 2025, my darling Taurus, that you have been slowly and steadily as the year has gone on, doing what needs to be done, taking care of what needs to be taken care of, overcoming the obstacles that may have come up along the way, because I'm sure there was many. There certainly was for me. And this will then allow you to have that beautiful accomplishment, my darling Taurus, which I feel will take you through to 2026, starting the new year off with a bang, with what this is, that you've completed everything that you wanted to have completed in 2025, and now you can step through into 2026 ready and waiting for what that new year brings for you, my darling Taurus. And then you have the Lovers. So this is Gemini energy as well. So if you have Gemini in your chart at all, I would say go and watch the Gemini reading. But the Lovers is all about love. And, it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be, something that you love. It could be, the love of a friend, work colleague, boss, neighbor, family member, something like that. But traditionally, the Lovers was about a choice or a decision to make in a relationship here. And I feel that, if your wish fulfillment, if what it is that you've been working for this year has been a relationship, has been, a love relationship or a close relationship, then I feel that you will have that accomplishment with this relationship this year, my darling Taurus. That's what I'm getting off the Lovers here for you, is that either that or it's some significant person coming with you that has been on the journey with you, my darling Taurus. So look, it's going to be different for everybody, but I feel that this person, whoever this is going to come with you through into 2026, my darling Taurus. And the being that you have nurtured this relationship, that it's been, a slow burn, so to speak, through 2025, is just going to make it all that much sweeter in 2026, my darling Taurus. So if I'm going to put it all together, I feel like you have the great potential for you to accomplish what it is that you've been wanting to accomplish by the end of this year, my darling Taurus, and that it will take you into 2026 because you have, been slow and steady wins the race. You haven't rushed anything. This is not a time for rushing, my darling Taurus. I feel that, and if this is to do with a relationship, that the completion is that you have got this person, that, it's been your wish or your goal to have this person. I feel that it's going to happen. Here is your wish fulfillment. You're going to accomplish what it is that you wanted to accomplish, and they're coming with you. That's what I feel, my darling Taurus. You're going to just take off into 2026 with this beautiful sense of accomplishment. That's what I feel is coming in for you. And contentment is also the word that just popped into my head. So yeah, love this for you, my darling Taurus. Love, love, love. Lucky you to be able to have accomplish what it is that you've been wanting to accomplish by the end of the year, and start 2026, fulfilled and, happy. All right. Let us get, these are all, I think I just had some that tipped over, but anyway, whatever. We'll get to those. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. If you could please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. It's totally free, but it really does help me out, so I'd appreciate that. Make it my Christmas present. Thank you. I would appreciate that. All right, let us get final messages for you. Yeah, be assertive, they say. And I feel that that is what you need to take it into the next level, is to say, this is what I want and I'm going for it. That's how you make it work. That's how you encourage the law of attraction to move in your favor. Yeah, can't make this up. Big happy changes. I said that. This is going to make you happy, my darling Taurus. Yeah, the situation will improve. So whatever is happening here, it is going to be blessed for you and a natural progression. Yeah, take action. There's another card of be assertive, take action. Taking action towards what it is you want makes the universe go, she's putting in, or he or she is putting intention behind their goal, wish, or dream. I'll make it happen. Yeah, and choose a new direction. Yeah, and I feel that too. I feel that's, once you come through this year with what it is you want to accomplish, a new direction's coming in for you, my darling Taurus, which, these are beautiful energies, all a natural progression into the start of 2026, I feel. So, as long as you don't rush anything, I feel that, the end of this year is just going to be bliss for you, and you're going to be able to start 2026. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas and New Year. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Geminis. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd, 2025. So, my darling Geminis, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finishing off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Geminis, what messages does Gemini need to know for this week of the 22nd of December 2025? What does Gemini need to know? Oh, just who had that? Capricorn just had that. Vulture Spirit. Nothing is wasted. I mean, you saw me shuffle those, so yeah, amazing. So what I feel of this Nothing is Wasted card is that all the, experiences that you have had during 2025, you may have felt that time may have been wasted, or, you doing something and then it didn't work out, so then you had to do something else, or that you feel that those experiences were wasted. No. Take the lessons and the love from those experiences, because those are what will, have the greatest, teachings for you. Whatever you learnt from, things that didn't work out, they say nothing is wasted in God's economy. And I agree with that, because every experience that we have, even if it didn't work out, is teaching us something. If we can, realize that, yes, you might be disappointed that something didn't work out, but if you take the lessons and the love from that experience, nothing is wasted, my darling Geminis. So let us consult the tarot and see where this is going for you, my darling Geminis. What messages does Gemini need to know for this week of the 22nd, this beautiful Christmas week? I love. It's my favorite time of year. I do love Christmas. I'm a big kid. I love presents. I love giving presents. No, I'm not going to lie. I do love receiving presents, but I love to give them more than get them. Anyway. All right. Let us see what we've got for you. Ace of Wands. Love it. Out with the old, in with the new, my darlings. Two of Swords and the Two of Cups. Yeah, love it. Okay. Love it. All right. So I think there's a new beginning here for you, definitely. And it could be in love, which is nice. Leaving behind crap. Yeah, sorry. I can already tell you what I feel off this. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'll intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with the beautiful Ace of Wands. I love the Ace of Wands. This is out with the old, in with the new. This is some kind of gift from the universe. Someone is handing you the baton. It is time for you to go run with it, my darling Geminis, if that makes sense. So, like I said, this is out with the old, in with the new. Leave behind this, like I said, nothing is wasted. Leave behind, what hasn't worked out for you, I feel, in 2025. I feel this is like, and I've been saying this to everyone with these readings, is that the readings, I feel like this is the last week of December. Everything that these readings have been about has been what's happened in 2025 and moving you towards where or how you're going to start 2026, my darling Geminis. So, and I feel that here for you is that you're going to start 2026 with this beautiful gift, this brand new beginning, this passionate new beginning, because that's what the Ace of Wands is. It is a passionate new beginning. It is an out with the old, in with the new. I feel that you are going to leave behind the crap, leave behind what has no longer served you, what didn't work out for you in 2025, and you're going to move through into 2026 with this beautiful, passionate new beginning. Love it. Love it for you. Then you've got the Two of Swords here. So the Two of Swords is about, having to make a decision, whether you go, this way or that way. But there are more than two ways, my darling Gemini, of doing something. She's also got a blindfold on here. And the blindfolds in the tarot represent needing to trust your intuition as well. And, being able to not have to see where something is going in order to make the decision, my darling Geminis. So I do feel that there is some choice or a decision that you need to make here. And, and I feel that it is with a relationship here, or just with what else. You've got the Two of Cups here, which is, kind of like a soulmate type of energy, or, an intense connection. But anyway, I'll get to that in a minute. But I feel that this decision, this choice or a decision that you need to make is connected to this person, but also connected to what this new beginning is for you. And it's going to, I guess, you need to decide which way you want that to go. So, but like I said, you don't just have to choose this way or that way. You can choose someone somewhere else. And I feel that if you can trust your intuition, when you go to make the decision, does it feel good? If it feels good, go with that, my darling Geminis. But if it doesn't feel good, if it makes you feel, like dread, then it's probably not the decision for you. I will say, though, that there is a difference between dread and worrying about the consequences of choosing that direction, if that makes sense. Because if it feels good, if it feels good to make that decision, but you know it's going to hurt someone else, or that it's going to, or somebody else isn't going to be happy with that decision, that's not the same as making the decision and not feeling good about it, if that makes sense. So I hope that makes sense. But, unfortunately, in this life, we can't please everybody. But I do feel it's important for you to trust your intuition, know that the decision that you're making is for your highest good, my darling Geminis. And, just realize that not everyone is going to be happy with that decision. But you don't have to worry about that. I know you will, because of you, and I love that. But I feel that you need to be true to you, my darling Geminis. So then you've got the beautiful Two of Cups. So as I said, the Two of Cups is, it's a soulmate connection. And look, if you're not looking for love, this is just you and your higher self. But I do feel that this is a connection here. You've got the Staff of Hermes here, which is Mercury. It's communication. This is you and someone else communicating here. It is you and someone else with a deep connection. So I feel that this choice or a decision that you make is to do with this connection, my darling Geminis. But I only feel good about it. I feel that whatever the decision is that you're going to make here is being inspired by this, Ace of Wands, brand new beginning, passionate new beginning. It is going to, whereas the choice of the decision is going to be a bit hard for you, you have to make the tough choice, is what I feel. And, this beautiful energy of this person here is this person is going to support you, is going to be there for you, is going to, be with you. That's why I feel it's connected to this person here, my darling Geminis. And I love to see that for you. So if I'm going to put it all together, with this Nothing is Wasted card, I just feel that, whatever you're leaving behind, the lessons and the love, they're not wasted. Those experiences aren't wasted, my darling Geminis. Everything that you have accomplished, experienced, whatever that is that you're leaving behind, take the lessons and the love, but leave behind the crap. But, know that, if you're moving through to something new and leaving something else behind, it's not wasted, if that makes sense. I feel for you that you have a choice or a decision, you've got a decision that you need to make. And it's going to be up to you. Only you can make that decision, my darling Geminis. But I feel once you do, you've got this opportunity of a beautiful new beginning coming in for you, a passionate new beginning. And I do feel it will be with someone else. A soul connection, definitely, is what I feel here, my darling Geminis. So I love this energy coming in for you. It is beautiful. So lucky you, my darling Geminis. All right. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love it if you could please, like, share, comment, subscribe. It really does help my channel grow, does something to the algorithm. I don't know what it is, but it just does something. Make it my Christmas present. Could you, that would be nice if you could, just subscribe. Love it if you could. All right, my darling Geminis, let's get final messages for you. Improving health. Yeah, I feel that will be a byproduct of you just leaving behind what has, no longer served you. Ask your angels if you need guidance, if you need, to talk to someone, or you just feel that, you need that support. Ask your angels, meditate, my darling Geminis. Love this. Can't make that up. The situation will improve. Yes, I feel that. I feel that, whatever decision you're going to make is going to be the right one. for you, and making that decision will cause the situation to improve. Wait, they say, if you've got a yes. Yeah, with the wait, I feel off that. I feel that you need to wait until you feel good about the decision, my darling Geminis. I feel that, you're just being encouraged to wait, but not wait too long, if that makes sense. Wait until, you feel the time is right, because you've got the yes here. I just feel that, if you've just asked the question, your answer is yes. Is it going to work out? Yes, is what I feel here, my darling Geminis. I would love it for you. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas and New Year. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Cancerians. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd, 2025. So, my darling Cancerians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Cancerians, what messages does Cancer need to know for the week of the 22nd of December? What does Cancer need to know? Eagle Spirit. Spirit has your back. Yeah, love it. Spirit has your back, my darling Cancerians. So I feel, for you, this is just letting you know that, you have guides around you. You have, people in the spirit world, I feel, are around you this time, guiding you, helping you, supporting you, my darling Cancerians. So that's a beautiful energy to have, to feel that you have, those guardian angels, those spirit people just there for you. I love that. And that spirit in general has your back, my darling Cancerians. Let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Cancerians. What does Cancer need to know? Oh, God, these chatty cards today. All right, let's see. Wheel of Fortune, yeah, love it. Page of Wands. And the Knight of Cups, love it. There's your support there, which is what I was feeling. So you don't just have, I feel, Spirit has your back. I feel that there's someone also coming in to support you as well. All right, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the beautiful Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is literally the fortunes turning in your favor, my darling Cancerians. For you, love, love, love this for you. The caveat with the Wheel of Fortune is, though, that we have to control the way the wheel spins, my darling Cancerians. We don't want to just allow it to, spin this way, spin that way, and have no control. We do not want to let our fortunes to chance. We don't want to leave our fortunes to chance. We want to take control of our destiny. We want to take control of which way the wheel spins. I hear a lot of tarot readers say, oh, this is the lottery ticket of, the tarot, which I don't agree with at all. I just feel, because that sends a signal that we have no control, that you're leaving it to chance. And we have to take control of our own Wheel of Fortune. We have to take control of our destiny and move towards what it is that will give us the fortune. I feel that I know that there is that whole feeling of destiny and, that we don't often have control, but I do feel we have control over our choices, our decisions, and our actions. So, my darling Cancerians, I do feel that to take control of your destiny, to take control of this wheel, is what you need to do this week. And then you have the Page of Wands. So if you've been watching me for a while, you would know that pages in the tarot are messengers. And I feel that this little fella's coming in to give you that spark of inspiration of, which way you want to go, which way you want to, move that wheel in 2026. How do you want to end 2025? And where do you want to put your energies in 2026? My darling Cancerians, you can see the end of this wand is glowing. It is that spark of inspiration. He holds it to be able to go, here it is. What's going to inspire you? My darling Cancerians, what is it that will inspire you to propel you into 2026? So look out for that, my darling. So I feel that could be like, a phone call. It could be, an email. It could be, it could come from this person here, this spark of inspiration. So look out for that. Because then you've got the Knight of Cups. And as I said, this could literally be, a knight in shining armor coming in for you if this is to do with love. And if you're not looking for love, this could just be someone coming in to support you. And like I said, with that Spirit has your back, I feel that you won't just be supported spiritually, but there is someone coming to support you, my darling Cancerians, which I love to see. Now, like I said, this could be a love offer. It could be that this person is the one that holds this page, this spark of inspiration for you. They could be the ones that come in to give you that spark of inspiration, to give you the idea that you need that will change your destiny, that will change your fortunes, my darling Cancerians. That's just what I'm feeling intuitively off, this whole reading. So I'll probably just put the whole thing together for you, but I feel that this will be a significant person coming in. I don't feel it will just be someone that comes and goes. I feel that once this person is in your life, they will stay in your life, my darling Cancerians. And like I said, whether that is a love relationship or whether it's just someone who will become a close friend, up to you. But I do believe it will be this person will be significant in your life, my darling Cancerians. So if I'm going to put it all together, and like I said, I probably already did, but I feel, with this Spirit has your back, I feel Spirit has your back, but so does someone else as well. And I feel this person will be significant because they will come in to spark your inspiration here. They'll come in to spark, the wheel to move in your favor, my darling Cancerians, if that makes sense. So I feel this person is going to be significant. Like I said, whether it's a love relationship which changes your destiny, it could be, or it's just going to be someone that changes your destiny with whatever this, goal, wish or dream, idea, whatever this is that comes in. But whatever it is, I feel it's going to be significant for you. And it's not just going to be Spirit that has your back. This person is going to have your back as well, my darling Cancerians. So love this for you. Yeah, I feel that really strongly, actually. So, yeah, love it. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Really does help my channel grow. It just does something to the algorithm, chucks it out there, and it's free, doesn't cost you anything. Could be my Christmas present. Could you do that for me? I'd love it if you could. All right, let's get final messages. All right. No need to worry, they say. Yes, I don't feel that there is anything to worry about here. I feel you're on the right path, And yeah, this person is going to propel you into 2026. That's what I feel. Listen to your intuition. Yes. I feel that that will be significant for you. When you meet this person, you'll know. And trust that feeling, my darling Cancerians. Compromise. Yeah, look, whatever this is, there could be that there needs to be some kind of compromise in order to, make this happen, and that's not a bad thing. Could be a balance of your energies too, that you may need to, balance your work hard, play hard type of energy. See how you go. Take action, they say. Yes, I do feel you need to take action towards your destiny. I said that at the start off that Wheel of Fortune, and you've got a yes. So this is a yes to whatever question I didn't answer, my darling Cancerians. So I love to see this for you. I just feel there is a beautiful progressive energy coming in here. You're going to finish off, I feel, 2025 feeling that you are supported, that you are loved, that you are in control of that wheel, my darling Cancerians. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Leos. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd. So, my darling Leos, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Leos, what messages does Leo need to know for the week of December the 22nd? What does Leo need to know this week, December the 22nd? Wombat spirit, be at home. Yeah. And I mean, this is a great time, as we come into the holiday season to, be at home. Go, I don't know, are you going home to see family, friends, things like that? Or are you having Christmas at home? But you are being encouraged, my darling Leos. As they say, home is where the heart is. So, this week I feel, you're really going to want to be at home, or whatever that means to you. It could be a person, it could be a place, it could be a thing. What does home mean to you, my darling Aries? But you are, I feel, being encouraged to enjoy that time at home. We're like I said, we're in the holiday season, so if you're lucky enough to have time off work, then enjoy just being at home with your friends, your family, whatever that means to you, my darling Leos. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Leos. Sorry, wanted to make sure I was recording then. But yes, I am. So that's good. All right, my darling Leos, what messages does Leo need to know for this week of the 2nd of December? 6 of Wands, Page of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. Yeah, okay. Contrasting energies here. All right, my darling Leos, I do feel this is leftover energy. I feel this is where you have been, but I feel that you're definitely moving out of this 9 of Swords energy. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you have here the 6 of Wands. So this is a beautiful energy of, being celebrated, and like victory, success, all those good, happy vibes, my darling Leos. You can see here she has the victory wreath, and she also has that victory wreath on underneath this crown. And these people, they're celebrating her. She is coming back from, looks like war, or whatever that, she's been on a long journey, is what, this depiction here is. And she's now having a homecoming. And the homecoming is that these people are celebrating her. my darling Leos. So I feel that you will be celebrated this week, my darling Leos. And if that means, going home to those that love you and support you and celebrate you, my darling Leos, all the more joy it will be for you to go home here. But yeah, I do feel that this week will be a victory week for you. I feel that with that Nine of Swords that's come through here, I feel that that's energy that you're leaving behind. I feel you're moving out of that energy and moving into this beautiful energy of the Six of Wands, which I love. And then you've got the Page of Wands here. So I feel this is the catalyst for that, change. I feel, you can see here, the pages, I mean, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that pages in the tarot are messengers. And I feel that this is the spark of inspiration that you need to move out of this Nine of Swords energy, that you feel this is the turning point for you, my darling Leos. This opportunity, this spark of inspiration here is coming in for you to give you that boost of, I can change this. I can get out of that Nine of Swords energy and I can move forward and change it. So make sure what I feel is important to you or for you this week, my darling Leos, is to look out for this opportunity. Whether it's a conversation with someone, whether it's a text, a phone call, you overhear a conversation, whether it's an email, anything like that. And it doesn't matter who it's with. I feel that there will be some, idea that will spark this inspiration for you, my darling Leos, that will get you out of that funk, is what I feel that is coming in for you. And look, with that be at home, it could be literally someone that supports you, that by you going home, this is where that spark of inspiration is found. You feel you're coming out of that Nine of Swords energy because you just want to be at home. You want to go and surround yourself with those people that support you, that love you. And in doing so, my darling Leos, I feel that this spark of inspiration will come through that will lead to that victory and success. So I love this for you, my darling Leos. So as I said, you've got the Nine of Swords here. And like I said, I feel that this is leftover energy. I don't feel that you are taking this into the Christmas week, my darling Leos. I feel that this is leftover energy, but it's coming up just to let you know that you're moving past it, that you can move past this energy, my darling Leos, that this does not define you. This is not your story, my darling Leos. Yes, it's been a tough time, and look, I felt the whole of November was a really tough month. Certainly was a tough month for me, but I feel, as we've come into December, the energy, because we had Mercury retrograde, which was brutal. I mean, it was for me. I don't know whether it was for you, but it forced some things to come up for me that I was not comfortable dealing with. So I feel that this is the leftover energy for you as well, that this is just the leftover of dealing with what came up for you during Mercury retrograde, my darling Leos, and you are putting it out of your mind. You are healing it once and for all. But I feel that this is just, it's coming up to let you know that this is done. You are not in this energy of anxiety and worry and sleepless nights anymore, my darling Leos. So take comfort in that. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that, like I said, you are releasing this Nine of Swords energy. It's gone. You're releasing it. And I feel that if you can go home, surround yourself with those people that love you, that support you, there will be some kind of spark of inspiration of, like I said, those people that support you can give you this idea of, oh, I can go this way, or yeah, this is the way I want to go, or maybe it's even with them, that some kind of, goal, wish or dream, whatever it is, this spark of inspiration is coming. And I feel it will lead to you being celebrated and just having beautiful victory and success, my darling Leos. Oh, I'm loving this for you. Love, love, love. This is, beautiful energy of, getting out of that anxiety and worry and moving through into joy and happiness. Surrounding yourself with those that love you, my darling Leos. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. Really does help my channel. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Leos. Forgiveness. Yeah. And look, I feel off this forgiveness card, the first thing that came to mind was forgive yourself for whatever that Nine of Swords was for you. Forgive yourself. If you're forgiving another person, it is not that you're condoning their behavior. It is just that you're releasing that from your mind. I think to forgive someone else releases you, not them, if that makes sense. Romance. Yeah, look, romance is always open to us. And I feel once you clear your mind that this is the potential possibility. Yeah, can't make this up. The situation will improve. Totally feel that, my darling Leos, from what's on this, what's on the table here. This is a progression of leaving behind that Nine of Swords and moving into a better energy. Wait, they say. Choose a new direction. Yeah. I feel with the wait card there, you're just being encouraged to, wait until you have cleared that Nine of Swords energy, because you do not want to bring that into the new year. You do not want to bring that, Nine of Swords energy into, this new situation, I feel, that's going here. Do not bring it into the new direction that is coming in for you in 2026, my darling Leos. That's what I feel is happening for you. This is beautiful energy. But I do feel that you are being encouraged to surround yourself with those people that love you, that support you, and that really boost you, my darling Leos. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas and New Year. And I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Virgos. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd, 2025. So, my darling Virgos, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Virgos, what messages does Virgo need to know for this week of the 22nd? It's Christmas week of the 22nd. Oh, I love Christmas. My favourite time of year. All right, my darling Virgos, what messages does Virgo need to know? Time to collaborate. Ant Spirit. Yeah, love this. And I mean, we are sort of in a time of winding down, but, the energy comes up, And this doesn't mean work. I mean, even though the ants, they're workers, this could just mean time to, get together with someone, time to be with the people that, bring you joy. Could be time to, maybe collaborate with someone on a project, and it doesn't have to be a work project. It could be a personal project. It could be, buying a house together. It could be, going into some kind of investment type of thing together. It could be, planning a trip together. I feel that this is a collaborative energy of just being and doing what it is that, what do they say? Things are better in numbers or something like that. I don't put it in the comments if you know that saying. But it's like, something is better when it's shared with someone else is what I feel this energy is about. Whether it could be, even, like I said, planning a trip or something. I don't feel it's about work, though. Because of just the timing of everything, I just feel that this is more some kind of personal project that you want to collaborate with people on or someone on. So I love that energy, my darling Virgos. All right, so let us consult the tarot and see. I'm throwing things away. See what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Virgos. What does Virgo need to know for this week of the 22nd of December 2025. The Hierophant, the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Swords. Some funky energies. All right, my darling Virgo. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Hierophant. Now, this is Taurus energy. So if you have, your fellow earth sign of Taurus, if you have Taurus in your chart at all, I would say go and watch the Taurus reading. But the Taurus is all about, the Hierophant is all about like in the box type of thinking, like, government institutions, rigid sort of ways, things like that. It can also be a card of higher learning, marriage, and a blessing as well. Because on the traditional tarot, the Hierophant is holding up his hand like this, giving the signal of a blessing. And there are two people down here receiving that blessing, my darling Virgo. So this could literally be some kind of blessing coming in as well. What I'm feeling off it is, just because of what else, you've got two other nines here on the table. And I feel that, it's a card of, and sorry, I'm just getting the message and how to articulate this message so it doesn't sound ridiculous. But, I feel that this situation will be a blessing, if that makes sense. The, perseverance type energy, the keep going type of energy, the sleepless nights, I feel that to keep moving forward, and with that time to collaborate card, it could literally mean that, you will be collaborating with someone else. Yes, it may be difficult along the way. There may be some hiccups, but I feel that the blessing, you'll see by the end of this week what a blessing this was for you to have to go through what you've been through and to be able to start 2026 with feeling blessed, my darling Virgos. That's kind of what I'm getting off the Hierophant, that it is a blessing type of energy. And then we've got the Nine of Wands here. So the Nine of Wands is all about, perseverance, keeping on going. It's the wounded warrior in the tarot, which is like, you can see 8 wands here, 8 wands here. She has tried something 8 times and is feeling tired, has given it her all, is keeping on going. Do not give up, my darling Virgos. That's the message I'm getting for you off the Nine of Wands here, is to don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle happens. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. Don't allow setbacks. Don't allow obstacles to come between you and your end goal. You're being encouraged here to collaborate with someone else or other people. You're being encouraged to push forward with whatever goal, wish, or dream it is, whatever this idea is that you want to accomplish, that you've wanted to accomplish the whole year. I feel it's going to come to a head this week. I feel that you will accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish, my darling Virgos, so you can start 2026 with, that feeling of accomplishment, that, that you're, and I also feel that you will take into 2026 that collaboration, if that makes sense. I feel you will find your tribe to collaborate with, if that makes sense, my darling Virgos. And if it doesn't happen in this week, I feel that it will happen for you in 2026 for sure, because you're just being encouraged to keep going here, my darling Virgos. Don't give up. What you're going through is a blessing. That's what I feel. Because then you've got the Nine of Swords here. And look, this is, we wouldn't be Virgos if we didn't, think and have anxiety and, and worry and sleepless nights. I mean, the whole of 2025, well, not the whole of 2025, but especially the latter half of 2025, I have felt, anxiety, worry, sleepless nights. I've had, times where I've not slept well at all just because of stuff that's been going on around me. And, you know, I feel that 2025 was a really tough year. I mean, it was a blessed year as well. I definitely feel that. I met some lovely people, you know, some significant people, some, you know, there has been some joy, some happiness, some little miracles have been sprinkled throughout 2025 for me. So and I say me because I'm a Virgo. So I feel that, you know, yes, there have been some very big challenges in 2025, but I feel that the little miracles that have been sprinkled along the way have, you know, have far outweigh the crap on the shit that has happened. So I look for the positive. I look for the joy in the drama, and there, you know, I'm just taking that with me. But I feel that this has come up just to say, release this, let this go. Do not take this into 2026, my darling Virgos. Release the worry, release the anxiety. Give that one last shot, because this is going to be all blessed for you, is what I feel, my darling Virgos. So if I'm going to put it all together, and I probably already just did, but I feel collaboration, you know, whatever that means to you, like I said, whether it's, you know, buying a house together with someone, whether it's, you know, pooling resources, whether it's, you know, collaborating on a project with someone. I don't feel it's work. That's one thing I don't feel here, is that this is work. I feel this is a personal project. So whatever that means to you, whether it's, you know, collaborating on, you know, as in collaborating and having an actual partnership here, this could be. So it's going to be different for everyone, but I do feel it's going to be significant for you to not go alone, my darling Virgos, because we do that a lot. And I feel that you're being encouraged here to release this anxiety, release the worry. Do not bring this into 2026. Keep going with a goal, wish, or dream. It's coming. The whole reason you've gone through this is because it's been a blessing in disguise, is what I feel. This is going to be blessed for you. I feel that the collaboration that you're going to, you know, go through is going to be blessed, and you're just going to be bringing that joy and blessed situation into 2026, my darling Virgos. That is what I feel is happening for you. So love it. All right. If you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, please. It really does help my channel grow, you know, and it would really help me out. It's free, doesn't cost anything, but make it my Christmas present. I would appreciate that. All right. Let us get final messages for you. Oop. We'll take both of those in a second. So we have remain positive. Yes. Do not allow that 9 of Swords to mess with your head. Stay positive, my darling Virgos. It's necessary. Yeah. Ask your angels if you need guidance, if you need to clear your mind. You know, do a meditation, go within, ask your angels for guidance. Yeah. Listen to your intuition, they say, as well. You know, trust your inner voice, trust your inner ding, as Louise Hay used to say. You know, does it make you feel good? Does this decision make you feel good, or does it make you feel dread? If it makes you feel good, go for it, my darling Virgos. If not, choose something else, is what I feel to say to you off this. Take action, they say. Yes, don't sit on your hands here. Like I said, time to collaborate. Keep pushing forward. That 9 of Wands there. Don't give up. Keep moving forward. It's coming. And don't stop, they say. Yes, don't stop. Keep moving forward. You've got 2 cards here, or 3 really, of keeping on going, moving forward, not giving up. You know, just trust trust your intuition, trust that the direction you're going is where you're supposed to be going. And make sure that you get help from people, collaborate. You know, don't do this alone, my darling Virgos. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas, New Year with your family, friends, whatever that means to you. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Librans. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd, 2025. So, my darling Librans, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Librans, what messages does Libra need to know for this week of the 22nd of December, 2025? What does Libra need to know? Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Ooh, I love that. Make your dreams real. So, I mean, most of the readings I've done have all been about goals, wishes, and dreams, bringing them in, leaving behind what no longer serves us and moving into, the 2026 with goals, wishes, and dreams, my darling Librans. So, with this make your dreams real, I feel that this week for you will be a good week for you to really decide what are your goals, wishes, and dreams, my darling Librans. What does that look like for you? What do you want to bring into 2026, my darling Librans? Make your dreams real. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Librans. What does Libra need to know for December the 22nd, 2025? Knight of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, the Lovers. Ooh, looks good. Looks good, my darling Librans. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is all about action and taking action, taking bold, assertive action, my darling Librans. You can see here, she's taking this horse by the reins. She holds the Ace of Wands and she's going. She's propelling herself forward. And I feel, like I was saying to you off that make your dreams real, decide, my darling Librans, what it is that you want to bring into 2026. Decide how you want to finish this year, what you want to leave behind in 2025 and take forward into 2026, my darling Librans. Because I feel that whatever this goal, wish, or dream is for you, you need to take this bold, assertive action towards it. That's what I said, when I was talking about that make your dreams real. Decide what it is that you want, my darling Librans, and take it forward. Now, this could be a relationship, just because I've got the Lovers here on the table, but you've also got the Nine of Pentacles, which is the independent type of energy. So there could be a little bit of a, struggle here for you to, just intuitively, I'm thinking, feeling that, is there some kind of internal struggle that you're going through, that you want to move forward with this person. You want to, build a life and a relationship with this person, but that independent energy is still, you're wondering, can you have both? Yes. I would say yes, my darling Librans. You do not have to lose yourself or give up your independence because of a relationship. I don't feel that you need to do that. But what I do feel here is that you need to take whatever action it is, whatever inspired kind of action that you're being you know, encouraged to take towards this relationship, take it. Take bold, assertive action, my darling Librans. That's what I feel. And then you've got the Nine of Pentacles here. So, like I said, this is independent energy. It is a card of gratitude and luxuries. It is also pre-Empress energy. You can see she has 3 pentacles on this side and 6 on this side. She is happy to give away these 3 pentacles here because she always has 6 for herself, my darling Librans. So I feel for you that this is sort of your struggle. It might be a bit of an internal struggle here with not wanting to give up your independence, with not wanting to give up what you have already. You know, this beautiful feeling of gratitude and luxuries and things like that. You're already in this space and you're thinking, if I move forward with this relationship, will I lose my independence? And like I said, I feel the answer is no. You will not lose your independence. But I feel it's important for you to not lose your independence either. That this part of you is important, my darling Librans. I feel it's important to let you know that to not get too swept up in the relationship that you do lose your independence. I feel that, you know, to be able to be in this relationship and move towards it and keep your independent self will only strengthen this relationship, my darling Librans. Like I said, then you've got the Lovers. Now look, if this is Gemini, card of Gemini, so if you have Gemini in your chart, go and watch the Gemini reading because I feel there could be a message there for you. But the Lovers is all about love, definitely. But more so, it is about a choice or a decision to make in a relationship. And it could also just be about what you love as well. It doesn't have to be a person. It could be, and it doesn't have to be a love, like a intimate relationship. You can still love someone without, you know, being a lover. It could be the love of a friend, work colleague, boss, neighbor, family member, all those kind of things. There are many different types of love. So, but I feel that there is a choice or a decision that you need to make. You know, in the traditional tarot, there is a male and a female. There is a mountain between them. There is clouds, an angel, and then the sun is above the angel. The angel that's there is their higher self. Angel, they are being guided by that angel as to, you know, which way, how to get out of the crossroads that they're in. The mountain between them literally means some kind of mountain between them, obstacle they need to overcome, my darling Librans. And I feel that for you. I feel that there is something that you're not sure of, and it's come between you two. And I think it's that giving up your independent energy, because that's what keeps popping into my head, is you do not want to give up your independence for this relationship, and I do not blame you. And I feel you can have both, my darling Librans. So yes, I love this for you. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel you are being encouraged. If this person is your dream, make it real. There is no reason why you cannot take the bold, assertive action towards making it work with this person. If this is the dream that you're wanting, and I feel that it must be because it's, you know, here. But what I will say is that your choice or a decision is that you don't want to give up your independence, and you don't have to, because here it is. You can still maintain this beautiful pre-Empress energy. You can still maintain, you know, these gratitude and luxuries and still have this relationship as well, my darling Librans. But I do feel it's important for you to take action towards this, because this choice or a decision is not going to move until you take the action you need to clear it, to work on it, to work through it. You know, it's probably just going to be a conversation, my darling Librans. You know, make your dreams real. If this person is your dream, make it real. Take the action you need to, my darling Librans. That's what I feel is happening. for you this week, which I love. What a beautiful way to leave 2025 and move into 2026 with a new person. Clear communication, nothing holding you back. Love it. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. Really does help my channel grow. All right, let me get final messages for you, my darling Librans. Recovery. Yeah, recover. This you may need to rest, relax, recover to clear your mind to be able to make this decision, my darling Librans. Yeah, this has come up a lot. Ask your angels. The Ask Your Angels card has come up just about every reading. So I feel it's very important to communicate with your higher angels here, or your higher self, something like that. The situation will improve. Yes, it will. I feel that. And that's come up a lot too. So I feel that, there is only good things coming with this situation here, my darling Librans. Not the right time, they say, but you've got a yes. Whatever popped into your head when I pulled that not the right time card will be what you feel it is. I feel it's not the right time to not move. I feel it's not the right time to sit on your hands here. I feel if you let this fester and go and just sit there, this will not be resolved, my darling Librans. You've got the yes. So whatever question you've got in your mind, you've got a yes here. So I feel this is the right time to work whatever this is out. I feel it's not the right time to leave it in the current situation that it is, my darling Librans. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas and New Year. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd, 2025. So, my darling Scorpios, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Scorpios, what messages does Scorpio need to know for the week of December the 22nd? What does Scorpio need to know? For Spirit, freedom is yours. Oh, I love this card. Yeah. Freedom is yours, my darling Scorpios. So I love to see this for the end of the year for you. That, what I'm feeling off this is that you're coming to the end of the year and you're just feeling free of, any kind of burdens that may have, been haunting you this year in 2025. If there had been, things that hadn't worked out for you, if you felt that, that there'd been a lot of, stuff happening. I mean, I sure did this year. I think I'll be very glad to see 2026. But I in the same boat, I've had some beautiful things happen to me in 2025 as well. I've met some beautiful people that have become significant people in my life. I've had beautiful experiences in 2025, so the good far outweighs the bad, definitely. However, coming into the end of the year is also just lovely to know that freedom is yours, my darling Cancerians. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Scorpios. What does Scorpio need to know for the week of December the 22nd? Eight of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, not that. And the Six of Wands, yeah, love it. Love this for you, my darling Scorpios. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is all about self-imposed restriction, my darling Scorpios. You know, I feel this is leftover energy from, as I was saying to you as I was reading that horse spirit card, or as I was discussing the horse spirit card, is that, you know, I feel that there has been a lot of crap that 2025 has given us. And, you know, I feel that this is leftover energy, my darling Scorpios. I feel that you are releasing this energy, or you will release this energy, because, you know, you just need to take that blindfold off. See clearly, my darling Scorpios. You know, the Eight of Swords is all about self-imposed restriction. It's about not being able to remove yourself from, you know, the swords, not being able to remove yourself from getting out of your head, if that makes sense. So I feel that you will, though. You know, I feel that this is all you need to do. Take the blindfold off, remove these very loose bindings, move out of the way of these swords and step into the flow, my darling Scorpios. You know, it's around you. You can release this energy, my darling Scorpios. So I'm encouraging you to do that, because you're stepping in to the beautiful energy of the Nine of Pentacles. This is pre-Empress energy, my darling Scorpios. This is, you know, gratitude and luxuries. You know, and I feel that this is what's coming in for you. This is, it makes sense to me with that freedom is yours, because this is independent energy. So I feel that you will have the freedom to be independently sustained, whatever that means to you. If that's been your goal, wish or dream, to be more independent, to stand in your power, my darling Scorpios, to feel that you are independently abundant, this is it for you, my darling Scorpios. You can see on this card she has 3 pentacles here and 6 here. She is happy to give away these 3 pentacles here because she always has 6 for herself, which means what you give out comes back to you. That is the law of attraction, my darling Scorpios. And you would have been hearing me say that a lot on this channel, because I teach the law of attraction. I feel that it's the law of attraction in action. What we give out, what you give out comes back to you, and usually tenfold. In this case, she gives out 3, she gets back 6. You know, it's that cycle of, you know, give to receive, my darling Scorpio. But it is also, the law of attraction is also putting intention, putting out into the world what it is that you want to get it back, acting as if, my darling Scorpios. So I feel it's significant for you to act as if you are in this beautiful, independent energy, if that makes sense. And then you have, I feel that this is what's coming for you, this 6 of Wands, this beautiful celebratory energy, this, you know, victory and success, my darling Scorpios. You can see here, she's got the victory wreath here. She wears it also underneath her crown here. These people are celebrating her. I feel that you will be celebrated, my darling Scorpio, for releasing what no longer serves you with that 8 of Swords and stepping into this 9 of Pentacles, gratitude, luxuries, independent energy, my darling Scorpios. You can see, you know, this person here, they've come back from, you know, war, or they've been out on an adventure or something like that, and they're coming back victorious. You, my darling Scorpio, I feel will be moving into 2026 victorious, feeling that you are being celebrated. This is victory and success, and I love this for you. So if I'm going to put it all together, and I probably already have, but I just feel This is very straightforward reading. I don't feel I need to go on too much about it. I just feel that you have freedom is yours if you want it. But in order to get this freedom, you need to get yourself out of this self-imposed restriction here. Move out of that energy into this beautiful Nine of Pentacles, gratitude, luxuries type energy. Once you do that, you will be celebrated. You will be victorious, my darling Scorpios. This is what's waiting for you. This is what you will step into 2026 with: beautiful victory and success, and feeling that you are celebrated for just being you, my darling Scorpio, which I love. Who doesn't want to be celebrated just for being you? You gorgeous creatures. All right. If you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love it if you could please like, share, comment. Please subscribe. Make it my Christmas present if you like. Please subscribe to my channel. It is free. Doesn't cost anything, but it really does help my channel grow, and I would really appreciate it. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Scorpios. Look for a sign, they say. Yeah, look for the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols. This is a very spiritual time for you, I feel. If you need to, ask for help from others. That's what they're there for. If you believe, it's exactly what I was saying. Ask, believe, receive. If you do not believe it is possible, my darling Scorpios, you will not attract it into your life. Simple as that. Take action, they say. Yes, take the action to get yourself out of that self-imposed restriction. And you've got a yes. And it's a yes with the exclamation point. So this is a big yes to whatever question I did not answer. It's coming for you. You have everything that you need to move into 2026 successful, abundant. Victory, success, it's coming for you, my darling Scorpios. Love this for you. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have the beautiful Christmas and New Year. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Sagittarians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd, 2025. So, my darling Sagittarians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finishing off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Sagittarians, what messages does Sagittarius need to know for this week of the 22nd, Christmas week? For those that celebrate it, have a Merry Christmas, I hope. I'm so looking forward to Christmas. I love this time of year. It is my favourite time of year. I'm looking forward to having a nice couple of weeks off my job, my full-time job that I have. And, I'm hoping it will allow me to do, some other bonus readings, but I'm not going to commit to that because I just might need to relax. So anyway, let us get what your overarching energy is. Oh, I love this dog spirit. Be loyal to what you love, my darling Sagittarians. Yeah. I feel to say be loyal to what and who you love, my darling Sagittarians. And I'm not saying that you're not loyal. I'm not saying that. I just feel that, this is going to encompass not just what you love, but who you love, my darling Sagittarians. And I love this time of year because it is all about celebration, joy, happiness. What is it? Celebrate what you love, my darling Sagittarians. I feel that and this is part of the law of attraction, when you really put love into, everything, when you come from a place of love, you get more to love, if that makes sense. So this is definitely encouraging you to, be loyal to what it is that you love, and, find your joy, find what it is that you love so you can get more of that, my darling Sagittarians. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Sagittarians. What messages does Sagittarius need to know for this Christmas week of the 22nd of December? I can't believe I'm going to be doing January readings next. I mean, come on. This year has flown. All right, let's see what we've got. Three of Wands, yeah, expansion. Oh, love that. The World. Wow, this is amazing. And the Ace of Wands, yeah, wow. Love, love, love this energy for you, my darling Sagittarians. This is a beautiful reading. Wow. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start here with the Three of Wands. Now, the Three of Wands is all about expansion. It's about, stepping out of the comfort zone and putting out into the world what it is that you want. Where is it that you want to go, my darling Sagittarians? And I feel with that World card, you're just putting yourself out into the world here. And even though this is a time of slowdown and, catching up with family, friends, whatever that means to you, some people don't. Some people still work during this time. Sometimes it's their biggest week of working because they work in the kind of industry that, is all about the holidays, and Christmas and New Year and things like that. So if that's you, thank you for working during this time so we can all have a break. Love you for that. But I feel here that you're being encouraged, my darling Sagittarians, to really, step into or put out into the world what it is that you want. You're being told to be loyal to what you love, and part of being loyal to what you love is putting it out there, my darling Sagittarians. You can see there's ships here. What they are doing here is standing. This is it's supposed to be in traditional tarot, it's the young emperor, and he's standing watching his ships go out into the world with his goods, with his wares on that. And I feel for you that this is where you're being encouraged to expand into the world. So whatever it is you want to put out into the world, my darling Sagittarians, do it. That's what I feel is the message here of the Three of Wands. So I love that for you. And I feel that it's whatever it is that you're going to put out there is going to be very successful. I feel it's going to allow you to start 2026 off with a bang, my darling Sagittarians. And then you have the beautiful World card. So the World is all about stepping through to a whole new portal, stepping through to a whole new world, my darling Sagittarians, which I'm loving for you. This is a beautiful card of, the world is kind of a completion type of thing. Like you're stepping into the world so you can put yourself out there. This is what I said off the Three of Wands. It's a similar type of energy. But the World card is the last of the major arcana. It's the end of the Fool's journey, my darling Sagittarians. We start with the Fool and we end with the World. So the World is literally, you're going to be stepping through to a whole new world. And I feel that, like I said, that is how you're going to start 2026. You're going to start with putting out there what it is, or where it is that you want 2026 to go for you. Put your intention into what it is that you want. What do they say? Start where you want to end. That kind of energy, enjoy the journey for sure. Like, this is not about the destination, I don't feel. I feel that this is all about the journey, because that's what the journey through the major arcana is. We start at Fool, we end at the World. But then we just start all over again. So there is actually no end here. It's just a perpetual cycle that keeps going with each new, journey that we've been on. It just starts again, my darling Sagittarians. So I just feel for you off the World card that you're being encouraged to put it out into the world. Put out into the world what it is that you want to accomplish in 2026, my darling Sagittarians. Because then we've got the amazing Ace of Wands here. So the Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. I mean, we can't get any more perfect than that. You're being encouraged to leave behind in 2025 what no longer serves you. Leave behind the old. Leave behind the old you, my darling Sagittarians, whatever that looks like for you. because a beautiful, brand new beginning is going to come in for you. And I feel that it's going to, it gives you, I mean, the Ace of Wands is a gift, a spark, a brand new idea being handed to you, my darling Sagittarians. But it is up to you to grab that wand. Grab that wand. It's like handing what just popped into my head was handing the baton on. Someone is running towards you. It's up to you to grab that baton and take it forward into 2026, my darling Sagittarians. That's what I feel. You're just being given this opportunity to take this brand new spark, brand new idea. Like I said, it's out with the old, in with the new, move forward. Take it into 2026, my darling Sagittarians. So if I'm going to put it all together, and I probably already have, but I feel that there is something that is going to spark this inspiration in you. That, like I said, the Ace of Wands is out with the old, in with the new. And I feel that someone is coming, or something is coming to spark your inspiration here and go, here is where, this is what I want to take into the new year. So put it out there. Put what it is that you want on those ships, my darling Sagittarians. Put it out into the world, expand, throw it out there and see where it ends up. Because I feel you are going to be stepping through to a whole new world in 2026. Everything's going to change for you, I feel, my darling Sagittarians. And like I said, be loyal to what you love. Take, what it is that you love, don't leave that behind. Take it through with you. That's what I am feeling for you, the energy of this week. I mean, wow, this is a stunning week, I feel, for you. And I feel that, 2026 for you, my darling Sagittarians, is going to be a good one. So, yeah, that's amazing energies coming in for you. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Totally free, but it really does help me out, helps my channel grow, all that kind of stuff. All right. Let us get final messages for you, my darling Sagittarians. Forgiveness. Yeah. Whatever that means to you, whether that's a person or whether that's yourself, forgiveness allows you to release baggage and not bring it into the new year, my darling Sagittarians. Yeah, ask for help from others. If you need guidance, if you need help, ask, because it looks like you've got people showing up that will help you here. Yeah, trust. Trust that what you're feeling, trust that spark of inspiration that is coming in for you is what you need to take into the new year, my darling Sagittarians. Can't make this up. Perfect timing, yes. That Ace of Wands is your perfect timing because you're going to choose a new direction. And I feel that new direction for you is what you're going to take into 2026, my darling Sagittarians. This is a stunning reading. Beautiful, beautiful energies coming in for you this week, my darling Sagittarians. So lucky you. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas and New Year. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Capricorns. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd, 2025. If it is your birthday this week, my darling Capricorns, a big happy birthday from me to you. So let us jump right into your reading. We're going to start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Capricorns, what messages does Capricorn need to know for this week of the 22nd of December? What does Capricorn need to know? All right, Vulture Spirit. Nothing is wasted. Yeah. They all say that nothing is wasted in God's economy or something like that. That's a saying that I've heard before. But yeah, so look, I mean, I feel for you that, you know, this whole year has been, well, I'm talking 2025, this whole year has been, it's been a big year for a lot of people. And, you know, I feel that there is a lot of energy swirling around of, you know, what did I accomplish this year? And I feel that that might be a question that, because that's just popped into my head, that you have been asking, you know, what have I accomplished this year? But just remember, nothing is wasted. Whatever you've been through this year has been, you know, you've learnt experience, you've got, you know, you've learnt lessons, you've had experiences, and, you know, you have gained knowledge and wisdom, my darling Capricorns. So that is not wasted. That is what will propel you into 2026, I feel. So just keep that in mind, that, you know, if you may felt that you haven't achieved much this year, just remember that nothing is wasted. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Capricorns. What does Capricorn need to know for this year? This week of the 22nd. What does Capricorn need to know? Ten of Swords, Knight of Wands, and Seven of Cups. Yeah, okay. Alrighty. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords means something is dead, done, over with, my darling Capricorns. It represents, you know, you can see all these, it's not a very lovely depiction of, I mean, neither's in the traditional tarot, the Ten of Swords. But tens in the tarot are completions. And this one comes through just to say something is dead, done, over with, my darling Capricorns. Whatever has been happening this year, and that I feel it is significant. I feel that it is connected to that nothing is wasted card, because you feel, my darling Capricorns, that this situation, now that it's over, you're like, well, you know, I've been stabbed in the back, that feeling of being stabbed in the back, that whole thing was wasted. No, I don't feel that. I feel the lessons, take the lessons and the love that you have gained from this experience, my darling Capricorns. Take these with you. You know, don't take the baggage, do not take the shit, do not take the hurt. Take the lessons and the love, and use that to propel you forward. Use that to go into the new year with optimism, with, you know, grace, with knowing that you will not repeat whatever this was. Whatever this situation was, you will not repeat it, because you've taken the lessons and the love, left behind the crap, and just take, you know, what it is that, you know, you've learnt from this situation. Use that to propel you into 2026, my darling Capricorns. Because then you've got the Knight of Wands here. Yeah, I feel that whatever happened, whatever, you know, situation created, you know, that feeling of being stabbed in the back, or, you know, whatever's dead, done, over with, I do feel it was a blessing in disguise, what this was. It had to end for you, my darling Capricorns. But I feel what is coming for you now is you choosing a new direction here. You've got the Seven of Cups here, which is that, you know, being spoilt for choice, you know, needing to make a decision, bring it down to earth. This card, Knight of Wands, is you taking that goal, wish, or dream and propelling yourself forward, taking action, going forward, not worried about what happened in the past. You're not going that way. We're not watching that. Like I said, take the lessons and the love from that Ten of Swords and go forward. Move. Propel yourself forward. Take bold, assertive action here. my darling Capricorns. The Knight of Wands is, you can see she's taking this horse by the reins with the Ace of Wands here, and she's off. She's going. She is not looking behind her. She is taking bold, assertive action here. And the Knight of Wands is also the true builder in the tarot. So if this Knight of Wands comes to, needs to cross a body of water and there's no bridge, they will build the bridge, my darling Capricorns. So I do feel that you're just going to leave behind what has been dead, done, over with. Take the lessons and the love. Make the choice as to whatever goal, wish or dream it is that you want to take forward with you and get going, my darling Capricorns. And like I said, the Seven of Cups is all about being spoilt for choice. Sometimes some tarot readers call it the dream maker's torment, because you've got all these cups here and you just don't know which one of these. They put good things and bad things in these cups, but it's supposed to represent, these are all your goals, wishes or dreams. These are, things that are still in the dream world that you haven't brought down to earth. Choose one, my darling Capricorns. What direction do you want to go? Pick it, get going on it, my darling Capricorns. Get it, because that Knight of Wands wants to go, wants to take off, wants to propel you forward, my darling Capricorns. So choose wisely. And look, if you choose something and it doesn't work out, choose something else. It doesn't have to say you only have one choice here. But I feel, don't do too many things at once. Only choose once. See where it goes. If it doesn't go where you want it to go, choose something else, my darling Capricorns. That's what I feel is happening here. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel something definitely is dead, done, over with here. I feel it was a blessing in disguise, whatever this was. So take the lessons and the love from this situation, leave it behind. Move forward. Choose whichever goal, wish or dream it is that you want to take into 2026, my darling Capricorns. Choose this. Realize that nothing is wasted either. Realize whatever this experience was, it wasn't wasted. It taught you valuable lessons, my darling Capricorn. Now, leave it behind. Choose something new. What is it that you want to accomplish? What goal, wish or dream is it that you want to have? And get moving. Take bold, assertive action towards whatever that goal, wish or dream is, my darling Capricorns, because it's coming. So you may as well be the one holding the reins. Yes? Good. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel, totally free, and it really does help my channel grow, and I would appreciate it. Make it my Christmas present. Wouldn't that be nice? Thank you. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Capricorns. Communicate clearly. Yes, communicate what it is that you want. Communicate your goal, your needs clearly, so nothing is taken out of context. Yeah, get more information, they say. Yeah, if there's more information you need from whatever's in those cups, get it. Like I said, if you choose something and it's not what you want, choose something else. Recovery, yeah. I feel this will be left over from that Ten of Swords. I feel that you do need to take some time, of course, to allow yourself to recover, but don't wallow, my darling Capricorns. Can't make this up. Take action. This is the Knight of Wands. Take bold, assertive action. This is the universe saying I meant what I said, my darling Capricorns. Yeah, and choose a new direction. Can't make that up either. There's your Seven of Cups right there. Choose that new direction. Choose it. Be happy with it. And like I said, if it doesn't work out, choose a new direction. Choose something else, my darling Capricorns. But this is beautiful energy. Yes, it seems a bit harsh here, but I feel that you rolling into 2026, leaving this behind, will allow you to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish in 2026. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas and New Year. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Aquarians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd, 2025. So, my darling Aquarians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Aquarians, what messages does Aquarius need to know for this week of the 22nd of December 2025, this gorgeous Christmas week? Love Christmas, my favorite time of year. All right, let's see what we have for you, my darling Aquarians. Ooh, just had that for Librans, and you saw me shuffle, so there's been a lot of repeating cards in these readings, so yeah, obviously very similar energies for everyone. So Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Yes, do not leave them in dream world, my darling Aquarians. It is obviously time for you to put it out there into the universe. What do you want to accomplish before the end of the year? What do you want to accomplish in 2026, my darling Aquarians? Make your dreams real. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Aquarians. What does Aquarius need to know for this week of the 22nd? Eight of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Four of Swords. Okie dokie. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Eight of Swords, and look, the Eight of Swords is a card of, self-imposed restriction. It's a card of, not being able to get yourself out of some kind of funk or a rut that you've got yourself into, my darling Aquarians. You can see blindfold here. She's got these loose bindings and the swords. The blindfolds in the tarot represent needing to trust your intuition, my darling Aquarians. So this could be a good time for you. And look, you've got the Four of Swords here as well, which is all about rest, relaxing, recovering. I feel that it could be a good time for you to really trust your intuition. The Eight of Swords, like I said, is about self-imposed restriction. It's about, like you've gone down some kind of rabbit hole or spiral where you're just feeling closed off, that you feel like you can't find a way out of these swords, my darling Aquarians. But you can, my darling. You are not bound by anything here. You can see she's even got her hand up on this blindfold, which means she could easily take it off. She could easily remove these bindings and step out of these swords into this water here, which I feel is the flow of life. Step into the flow, my darling Aquarians. Nothing is keeping you stuck but you, my darling Aquarians. Nothing is keeping you stuck but your thoughts. Change your thoughts, change your life, my darling Aquarians. One of my favorite teachers, Wayne Dyer, he would say, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And I could not agree more. You just need to change our perception of a situation, change our perception of a person, change your perception of a person, place, or thing, goal, wish, dream, whatever that is. And if you can just change that perception, you'll find that everything else starts to change around you. So that's what I feel you need to do here, is to remove the blindfold. Yes, trust your intuition, but remove that blindfold. You can see clearly if you take that blindfold off. You don't need to, go blindly into the future. You don't need to go blindly into 2026. My darling Aquarians, remove this self-imposed restriction you have placed around yourself. And then we have the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant, this is Taurus energy. So if you do have Taurus in your chart, I would encourage you to go and watch the Taurus reading. But the Hierophant is all about government institutions, higher learning, sort of in the box type of thinking. It could also be a blessing as well, coming in for you. So, like I said, it's going to be different for everybody. But, in the traditional tarot, the Hierophant, he's making this symbol with his hands, and then there's two people at the front, and they're receiving a blessing. So what I intuitively feel off the Hierophant in here for you is for you to, even though this is in the box thinking, I feel it's going to be important for you to think outside the box, if that makes sense. And whatever this is that's happening here is a blessing for you. What I feel with the Eight of Swords, whatever happened with that Eight of Swords, whatever made you close off and, imprison yourself in that self-imposed restriction, I feel that it was a blessing in disguise, because it's allowed you to maybe know what you don't want. Whereas, you can now know what you don't want, so you can move forward with what you do want, my darling Aquarians. That's kind of what I'm feeling off, the Hierophant. I feel like it's more of a blessing in disguise for you. And then you've got the Four of Swords here. So I do feel this would be this week. I mean, I know it can be busy with, Christmas celebrations and, seeing people catching up, finalising plans, things like that. But I feel if you can find some time, my darling Aquarians, to rest, relax, recover, this will benefit you, because I feel you do need to. Like I said, once you take that blindfold off, my darling Aquarians, sit with it. Allow yourself to rest, relax, recover. Allow yourself to maybe lick your wounds a little bit after whatever that situation was, so you can be open to see the blessings that are coming in for you. I feel that when we are quiet, when our mind is still, when our body is still, we are then more susceptible, more perceptive to other things that could be coming in for us. Get out of your head, get out of your what's keeping you stuck. Go for a walk. Do whatever makes you feel good. Whatever is your decompression. It could be having a bath. It could be doing exercise. It could be going for a walk. It could be having coffee with a friend. It could be whatever that looks like for you. You're being encouraged here, my darling Aquarians, to do that. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that, with this Make Your Dreams Real, I feel that you've sort of blocked these off from yourself because of this Eight of Swords here. That you're not allowing yourself to have goals, wishes, or dreams because things haven't worked out for you and you've gone down a spiral. Release this energy, my darling Aquarians. It is no longer serving you. Take off the blindfold, take these bindings off, and step into the beautiful flow of your life. Whatever this was that happened, it was a blessing in disguise for you. It had to happen. Take these lessons in the love. Take some time out to rest, relax, recover, meditate. Think about what's your next move going to be. What is the energy? Where do you want to take yourself in 2026? What dreams do you want to make real in 2026, my darling Aquarians? I feel that this is going to be the good time to this week release this. Know that it was a blessing in disguise, but try, with all the festivities and things going on this week, take some time out for yourself so you can rest, relax, recover, my darling Aquarians. That's what I feel is coming in for you this week. So, yes, love it for you. I think you can, if you can just find some time to, amidst the chaos, to, like I said, go for a walk, decompress, whatever that means for you, my darling Aquarians. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and it really does help my channel grow. All right, my darling Aquarians, let's get final messages for you. Yeah, love it. Abundance. Yeah, I feel that this is what's on the other side of that self-imposed restriction. Make your dreams real. If abundance is part of your dream, it's in the cards for you. Yeah, improving health. And I feel that will just be from you resting, relaxing, recovering, making time for yourself, my darling Aquarians. Compromise, yes. I feel that you need to compromise the energies here. Compromise between, I feel that you need to balance your energies, my darling Aquarians, because you, with just the Four of Swords that are coming up and that, I feel you need to balance those energies so you don't burn yourself out. You're ready, they say. Yes, you are, my darling. And you got a yes. Love it. So this is beautiful. I feel that this energy that's coming in for you this week is all about progression. It's all about releasing what no longer serves you and moving forward, my darling Aquarians, and moving towards making your dreams real in 2026. Love it. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful Christmas and New Year. And I love you. And I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Pisces. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 22nd, 2025. So, my darling Pisces, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Spirit Animal Oracle cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with Angel Answer cards. All right, my darling Pisces, what messages does Pisces need to know for the week of December the 22nd, 2025? What does Pisces need to know? Moth Spirit, surrender now. Yeah, okay. So, my darling Pisces, you're being encouraged here to surrender. So whether that is surrender to, the universe, surrender to, only you're going to know. It's going to be different for everybody. But the surrender now, I feel, for you will be surrender to not try and control too many things, if that makes sense. I think we all sometimes try to control the outcome of certain things. And I feel that for you this week, my darling Pisces, it may just be the best way to go to surrender to, just accept the way things are. Accept, some things. I mean, you don't have to like them. I'm not saying that. But I feel that, to try and push against and force some things to work, if they're not going to work, can do more harm than good, my darling Pisces. So sometimes it just pays to surrender, let go type of thing. There's some good YouTube meditations on how to surrender to release expectations type of thing. So yeah, that's what I feel. Anyway, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Pisces. What does Pisces need to know? Page of Wands. Actually, he's come up quite a bit in these readings. 7 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. Yeah. Alrighty. So, my darling Pisces, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Page of Wands. Now, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that pages in the tarot are messengers, and I feel that this fella comes in to spark your inspiration. He's come with, you can see the Ace of Wands here, and it's glowing. He comes in to give you some kind of, spark of a new idea, spark of inspiration, and I feel with what else you've got on the table here, that you're trying to make a decision here. You've got the Seven of Cups, which is like being spoilt for choice. You've got the Two of Swords here, which is which way do you go? And then you've got this fella, this Page of Wands, which is literally the spark of inspiration. It can be, you know, you can overhear a phone call. You could, you know, get a text message, receive an email. You can overhear someone talking. It's that, you know, that kind of, like I said, spark of inspiration. That's all I can sort of say it as, really. There's not really that much more to it. I just feel that you will hear something. I think once you can quiet your mind and surrender to just being, you'll know what this is, my darling Pisces. And then you've got the Seven of Cups. Like I said, this is about being spoilt for choice. There is some goal, wish, or dream that you're wanting to bring down into the physical realm, my darling Pisces. Or it's just you've been wanting to make this, whatever this is. And I feel with that surrender now, as I said, I feel now that I can see what the reading is, you've been trying to force an outcome here. And you're being encouraged to just surrender to it. Allow something to happen. But I do feel, because you've not sure which choice to make here, that whatever that Page of Wands brings you will be, you'll know what that is. I mean, they call this the Dream Maker's Torment because there's good things and bad things in these cups. And this person, he can't make a decision as to what he wants to bring down to earth. It's just too much. He doesn't know. These are too afraid some of these won't work out, or whether it'll be good for them to do it. And sometimes you've just got to do it. You've just got to make the decision. You've just got to bring it down to earth. And I feel with that Page of Wands, you'll know. You'll get the spark. It will become clearer to you, but you will need to surrender. You will need to get still and be quiet and get out of your head. Like, stop thinking about it is what I say. You know, the best thing, solutions to problems to me come when I'm not thinking about it. If I'm doing a workout or something like that, that's when the solutions come to me, my darling Pisces. So I feel you need to just like get out of your head, go for a walk, do something, go out with friends or whatever, and I feel that solution will come to you. Because then, like I said, you've got the Two of Swords here. This is another card of needing to make a decision. You know, you can see blindfold, which means trust your intuition here. Which direction do you want to go? I feel you need to surrender, my darling Pisces. There is some choice or a decision you need to make here. It's this card, and it's the Seven of Cups as well. You know, you got two cards of needing to make some kind of choice or a decision, and it's going to be up to you. That's it, really. But with the blindfold here, I feel it's going to be important for you to trust your intuition and surrender. Get out of your head, go for a walk, do something outside of this problem. And I feel the solution will come through the Page of Wands, through that spark of inspiration, and you'll just go, that's it, my darling Pisces. So that's really what I'm getting here off this reading. I think it's pretty straightforward, this reading. I don't feel that I need to, you know, go on about it too much. It is what it is. I just put it all together for you. I just said that there is some choice or a decision you need to make here. You've got it here and you've got it here. With the blindfold here, trust your intuition. Make a choice. If it is the wrong choice, make another one. It's fine. You know, you are not bound by one choice. But I feel what's going to be important for you is to surrender. Go within, get out of your head, go for a walk. Do whatever that means to you to, like I said, get out of your own head is what I feel. And I feel once you do that, this spark of inspiration will come and you'll know. You'll know what to choose. It will come to you, my darling Pisces. So yeah, love it. Love this for you. Very, very straightforward message. You know, I didn't really know what that surrender now card meant until the rest of the cards came out, and then it was crystal clear to me. So yeah, love it. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. Let me know in the comments, do you have, are you struggling with a choice or a decision? I would love to know. And if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe, really does help my channel grow. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Pisces. Yeah, listen to your intuition, they say. Listen. That's what, you can't make it up. That's the blindfold there. This is the universe saying I meant what I said. You may need to practice some forgiveness, my darling Pisces, whether that's forgiveness of yourself or someone else. Romance, yeah. Look, hey, romance is always open to us. Maybe this choice or a decision that you need to make is about a relationship. Is it about a person? Do you need to forgive this person in order for... Is that the choice or a decision that you need to make? It'll be different for everybody. But whatever it is, take action, my darling Pisces. That's very clear here, because you've got a yes. So this yes is a yes to any answer that I have not, to any question that I haven't answered yet. So love this for you. I think this is such a straightforward, beautiful reading. Surrender, my darling Pisces, and allow the answer to come to you this week. Thank you so much for watching. Merry Christmas. I hope you have a beautiful Christmas and New Year. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.